Hi, this is Simon Says. Let's do some French. Today we're talking about the pronom complément, the object pronoun. I already did some video on the matter, but I didn't put as much energy into the translation. I decided to do a video that is more general when I can talk to you about all of them all together with some example. And if you want to see more example on each of them, I encourage you to see the other video that I will put online or do complementary video on it. So let's begin. Let's begin with the pronom sujet, the subject pronoun. You have je, I, tu, you, singular, informal. Il, elle, he, she. You have on. On is a we that is informal or oneself. Nous, we, vous, it's a you, plural or formal singular. Il, elle, it's they, masculine or feminine. After that, you have we begin with the pronom complément, with the pronom réfléchi, the reflective pronom. Me is myself, te is yourself, singular and formal, te is himself, herself, itself, oneself, nous, ourself, vous, yourself, plural or informal singular, the is themselves. The pronom complément, when we use it to replace something that we don't want to repeat in a sentence, we always put it at the in front of the verb of action. Let's take an example, like I shave myself. I shave, je rase, like that. But I say myself, so I have to put me in front of the verb shave. So what happens if I use the near future? The near future, it is with the verb to go. So here it will be je vais. Je vais me raser. So you can see here that I only put a R after the verb here. Me stay at the same place. So the pronom complément will always be in front of the verb of action. Now let's say that I put the negative form. The negative form is the pronom sujet, and after that you have to put ne and pas around the verb that is conjugate. So the verb will be here at the center, usually. Je, ne, me, and at the end of the verb, rase pas. I don't shave myself. You can see I put ne and pas around the verb, but I still have to put me, that is the pronom complément, in front of the verb of action. Je ne me rase pas. Let's continue with the pronom complément direct. So the pronom complément direct, you have le, la, les, and L apostrophe. Why L apostrophe? Because sometimes you have le or la in front of a vowel, so you have to replace it by an apostrophe. Why direct? Because after the verb, you have to ask yourself the question quoi, that is what, or qui, that is who. Let's use a verb like buy. I'm buying. J'achète. Like that. Okay. So we need to buy something. J'achète le chien. I'm buying the dog. Okay. So after the verb here, j'achète. I have to ask myself the question, j'achète quoi? I'm buying what? The answer will be the dog. So the dog is a determinant and a name. What is the best friend of the name? It's the determinant. So if you have determinant and a name, it will be le, la, les et l'apostrophe. Because I can change the déterminant here. I can use a déterminant démonstratif. J'achète ce chien. I'm buying this dog. J'achète mon chien. I'm buying my dog. Déterminant possessif. So it will be always le, la, les. So if I change le chien, I will put its masculin here. Je l'achète. So I have to put a L apostrophe in front of it. Now for the negative form, you put the ne right after the pronom sujet here. So it will be je ne. It can be tu ne, il ne, nous ne. So right after the pronom sujet, you put the ne. Je ne l'achète pas. With the near future, je vais. You can change it with other verb that will do the modification, like I must, je dois, or I want, je veux. And after that, you put the pronom complément in front of the verb. Je veux l'acheter. So here, you have to write down the verb that is at this infinitive form and not conjugate. Je veux l'acheter. Now, if I want to turn this into the negative form, I have to put ne and pas around the verb that is conjugate, that is the verb to want. Je ne veux pas l'acheter. Like that. I don't want to buy it. Now for the pronom complément indirect. Indirect because you have something more. You actually have a accent grave. That is a preposition in front of a déterminant and a name, like à mon ami. Most of the time, you'll use it with verb of communication, like j'écris, I'm writing, je texte, I'm texting, je parle, I'm talking. So you will ask yourself a question. You'll say j'écris. You'll say I'm writing to who. So if you say to him, to her, to it, you ask yourself, I'm writing to who? It will be lui or leur. So if I'm say j'écris à ma copine, I'm writing to my girlfriend, I'll change à ma copine by lui. It will be je lui écris. I'm writing to her. Je texte à mes parents. To them, it will be leur. Je texte, je leur texte. Je leur, I can say I'm talking to my brother. Je leur parle. Like that. So leur here cannot put a S here. Why? Because this is the pronom complément. It's in front of a verb. If I say leur chien, their dogs, I have a name, not a verb, and in front I have leur with a S that represent the plural of the word. So there's a difference. For the negative form, again, je ne lui écris pas. So you have ne and pas that are around the verb that is conjugate, but you have the pronom complément that is in front of the verb of action. Let's continue with the pronom un. The pronom un will replace a quantity. a quantity that can be very well known, like un, one, deux, two, trois, three, quatre, four. Or it can be introduced by a preposition that is de before um, determinant, like de la, du. Du is actually de plus le. That will give you du. You have des also. Let's have some example. Let's say again, you're buying something at the grocery store. You'll say j'achète des pommes. I'm buying apple. Let's replace des pommes by the right pronoun. So it will be un because it's de, because it's des. So I put it in front of the verb of action. J'en achète. If I'm buying other thing, j'achète du lait. I am buying milk. I'll say du lait. So we have a quantity of milk. We don't know exactly what is the quantity. So we replace it by un in front of the verb of action. It will be j'en achète. But what if you say j'achète un chien? I'm buying one dog. We replace un chien, that is a quantity that you know, by un. J'en achète, but you have to put the number at the end. J'en achète un. J'en achète deux. J'en achète trois. Three. One, two, three. Like that. Now for the negative form. Again, it will be je ne. But you have here je ne un. You have two vowels together. I'll put an accent. Je n'en achète, and what is missing is the pas. The same here. Je n'en achète pas. I can do for you also the near future. Let's say, je vais en acheter, like that. Je vais en acheter. Why en in front of acheter? Because acheter, buying, is the verb of action. Now you put the negative form, the ne and pas in front of the verb that is conjugate. Je ne vais pas en acheter, like that. Now for the last one, why? The easiest way to use why is when why replace a location with the verb to go. Je vais au cinéma. I'm going to the theater. J'y vais. I'm going there. Why will replace au cinéma. And because it's a vowel, we replace e by apostrophe. J'y vais. You can also use the verb to be. I am. Je suis à l'hôpital. I'm at the hospital. Can be j'y suis. So it's about the location where you are. If you say something like j'aime le restaurant, I love the restaurant. But here it's not about the location, it's about what you like or love. So we replace it by le. Je l'aime. I love it. Now for the last use of why, it's a little more complicated. Why can replace um, something that is when the verb finish by a. Like in this example, je participate à une course. Okay. You like running? Une course will be a course, running course. Je participe à une course will be j'y participe. I'm participating to it. So, à une course. So the difference with the pronom complément direct here is that you don't communicate with somebody. And the example that I give you, it's not to somebody. Je participe à something. I have another example that is interesting. When you go to a store and you have the people that work there want to tell you something and they will ask you the question, voulez-vous acheter? Do you want to buy? Do you want to buy? And you can say, je vais y penser. Je vais y penser. I will think about it. Because the why, actually, what's happening in your head is you're saying, je vais penser à acheter. It will be, I will think about buying. So actually, it is penser à, think to, think about something. So in this example, after the verb, there's a accent grave, and you're thinking about the action. So there will be other video on the topic, other example. I hope that you enjoy this presentation. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to improve also if you can improve my English, I would like you to also correct sometime my English. You can comment in the comment section for it. And I see you later.